Welcome, Vikings. This is Blondie speaking. Hope you're all doing absolutely amazing. We are doing fantastic here in Valheim. We are looking forward to a building episode. This is the dedicated building episode. You'll probably see there's a bit of a rebrand on the thumbnail for the video itself. There's actually a house icon in the top right or left-hand corner, and future videos which are focusing purely on the base build will have that symbol for you to keep easy track of. I think before we do anything else, I know this is a building episode, but I do just want to kind of get all these started, so... Turnip seeds. Do I have my cultivator on me? Let's quickly just go and plant some of these seeds. Ooh. Now, cultivator, here we go. Gotta keep them cultivated. Alright, let's plant another seed turnip, and we'll plant some turnips. Do I have more? I got one more. There we go. Okay, that's better. Let's do... Hang on, what? No, we definitely don't want to do that. We want to do this. Why? Oh, I need carrots. I need actual carrots. Okay, that's fine. Let's plant some carrots then. Wait, it's getting dark already? No. Tell me it's not so. Okay, let's put all of this good stuff in here. Can sit in there for now. The cultivator I don't need for this episode, so that can sit right there. It is too. I think. Isn't it? Looks like it's getting darker. Anyway, let's get into the episode proper here. Seems like we're probably going to need to rest. Are we? Are we? Yes, we are. Can I preemptively rest? Can I do that? Will you allow me? Will you, kind sir? Oh, you're a peach. That's a long load screen. Wait, did all that do is rest me until the evening? Nope. Okay, that's better. Whew. Right. Now we can get into the episode proper. Lots to do this episode. You are training. You are new base. In we go. I got a whole bunch of source images up on my other monitor, ready to go, ready to guide me. You may see cuts in the footage. That's probably going to be because I'm going to need to swap out some of these reference pictures. I mean, I've pretty much tiled them across my entire monitor, but there are so many references that I need in order to make this work that it's just going to be really tricky. So, alright, this is the spot that we had highlighted right here. I know I could drop a lot of this stuff off in a stash somewhere, but you know, whatever. We're good. We're fine. First thing I'm going to need to do is level this ground, and I'm going to need to eyeball this a little bit. Down. This is really hard to judge. This is one of the things I'm going to struggle with the most, is getting the scale for this base right. And it has to be pretty close, because there is a section of the base that will need access to a bit of water to make it look nice, and I can't realistically build that section yet. It would completely throw off the dimensions for the rest of the base. If I got even one thing wrong, the rest of the base would look freaking weird. So I can't do it. So I'm going to have to judge the height that I need just by looking at this. It's crazy, I know. And this is also going to need to be the back of the building here, I think. This section right here. So first things first, I'm going to move this back a little bit. Now, if this isn't your sort of episode, then I completely understand. Feel free to switch off, to move on. I do not begrudge you at all. I can appreciate that crafting, and especially fluffing around like this, is not for everyone. Understandable. Now, I have stones. What I really need to do is raise this ground. So the question becomes, how can I do this organically? I need to raise it a bit, maybe up to about that level. Let's just eyeball this a little bit. So about here, that's kind of my reference point for height. And then double again. I think around about that height there would be probably about right. Even this here, I think. This here would probably be good. Alright, well how about I do this then? How about Okay, I may speed up some of this footage because I honestly don't know how long this is going to take, but what I'd like to do is try and level this out across there, see if that's going to help me at all. Alright, so it seems pretty clear that this is maybe sloping down a little bit. Not sure if I'm going to be able to maintain that height. See if I can build it up a bit. This is the first step, and it's easily going to be the most tedious. Alright, let's see if I can build this up just a little bit. Nope, not that one. Workbench, of course. Of course! I need to set you up probably about here, I think, my friend. Let's just put like a little wooden pole here, just to mark where you are, so I know where I'm going. Yeah, whatever. Whatever for now. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Whoa, that's way too high. That is miles too high. Let's see if I can level this out now. I think it's looking a bit better. Really hard to tell. No, there are some sections where it's just noping me out big time. There will be a lot of terraforming involved, so it's going to be interesting to see how my computer handles all this. Alright, I'm going to have to build all of this up, I think. Probably the best way to do it. Oh, really? Burned through my stone already. Wow. Alright, I'm going to need wood as well to pop a roof over this. What is... We've got some mushrooms here. There you go. Oh, hey, we got some stone in here. Let's grab that. We haven't even started building. We're just kind of leveling everything off. Again, I have no idea if this is going to work at all. Alright, let's get a station up here. See, the crappy thing is, I'm just going to have to constantly move this thing. And I really don't want to have to do that, because that would be an absolute pain in the bum. I don't like it. I'm kind of second-guessing myself now. Nope, gotta commit to it. Gotta do it. Just do it, man. Just do it. It'll all be worth it. Don't you... Oh, except when it's not. Doesn't need to be neat and tidy, it just needs to be functional. That is all. Was not anticipating quite so much resistance to this. There are definitely a lot of small wrinkles, even just trying to get something basic going. There we go. Will they fill in those? Okay, that's handy to know. I will consider that a learning point. Ugh. Yeah. All of this is going to require a fair bit of stone just to get the right level. Could I have bitten off more than I can chew? Friends, there is a distinct possibility, always. Alright, back down that way. Just eyeballing the rough state of play here. I'm going to try and figure out this leveling thing, and I'm just going to try and fast forward this footage for you, because it's not thrilling. Alright, well that's pretty much the end of our stone stores for this area, so I'm going to have to go back and get more. What happened here? Oh no, I didn't pick up the other 50 stone. Never mind. Now that's the end of the stone. Alright. Based on all of that, so I think what makes more sense is if I outline the boundary here at the height that I need it to be at, and then we'll worry about the rest after that. Yep, I reckon that's probably the way to do it. Alright. Need to go back and get more stone. Man, ain't that the problem with authenticity? Trying to get it all right. Of course, this could completely backfire. It's not going to let me pick that up. What am I carrying that's too much weight here? Stones are 100 apiece. Alright, 200. Plus the wood. Yep, alright, it's the wood that's killing me. Let's pop the wood in here. Alright. Let's get back to it. Alright, so new strategy. Rather than trying to level out this land this way, I'm just going to try and do the outline itself, and we'll see how that works. In order to do that, I'm going to have to continue moving this. What a pain in the bum. much is there? I might be able to get away with putting this away. Mushrooms. I think these ooze bombs could probably sit in here for a bit. Pop the healing into. That should be enough, surely. Nope. Still carrying too much, apparently. You're such a sad Viking. That's okay, because we can drop this right down here. Like if I put it maybe about there. Hoping that doesn't get affected too much by the stone we put down. Should be okay. See if I can get away with just one. One volt to rule them all. No. Okay then. You asked for this. What? What? Did I place the bench too far inside here? Maybe that's the problem. There we go. Much betterer. Okay. Up you go, come on. Up, 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 up. Don't you pep me. Alright, that's actually just going to stick in the ground. That's pretty handy. Like this, yep. There it is. It's just going to sit there. So that's perfect. Cool. So let's run along this line here, roughly. Yep, it definitely levels to a point, and then it says, no way. Alright, would that save me? That probably saves me about 1 stone in height, though. Alright, well, I mean, we've pretty much hit our cap for today, so let's go home. Get some rest. Could return with another stack of stone. In you go, come on. 8 steps just to get in my damn portal. Okay. I suppose one of the ironies of terraforming this way, and especially in this direction, is that I'm actually probably going to have to cut some of that as well at some point, shape it. Which is not ideal. Alright, back into the ground shaping. I will fast forward this stuff. Alright, so this looks like a decent enough foundation to start laying down something. I might start this process now. However, the room that I need to build here, I don't actually have up on my screen. So you're going to see a cut in the footage while I just quickly swap over the images that I've got, and I can start building that instead. Back shortly. Alright, so I've got this image up, and I'm going to try and extrapolate roughly the dimensions of this room. It's going to be tricky. It's going to be tricky. I did mention this before, but this will easily be the most tedious part of the build. Figuring out the dimensions and leveling the land off. Once that's all completed, the rest will be gravy. Which I'm just thinking, if I point out in this direction, is that going to leave me enough room to build around? I sure hope so. It does look like there's more room over here, but I'd need to fill all of this in, and that would be a pain in the bum. Yep, I'll keep it looking back in this direction. Don't second guess yourself, just do it. Just do it, man. Right. Where's the wood? Did I not pick up the wood? Could I not pick up the wood? I'm slightly over, aren't I? You clown. I apologize if this seems very disorganized. It is. Very disorganized. Alright, now if I can cycle a snapping here. Oh, no, it's just going to snap in that direction. Alright, I think that's going to have to be the way it goes. Top one. Yeah, something like that. Okay. So what this is going to outline is the interior of the room. This is the inside of the wall that you're seeing here, taking into account the fact that stones are quite wide. Stone slabs are quite wide. I'm going to have to keep moving this bench unless I build another bench. Let's have a look at the length of this. A quick eyeball. Man, that shadow crept up real quick. That was kind of scary. What I really need to do is put down some references. Alright, so I think what will help is if I put some floorboards down. These can be actual floorboards. It's actually not a bad idea. Can use these as the actual floorboards. Okay, so learning from our build lessons earlier. Actually, what I can do. Let's just build along this outer edge here. That will also work. That, I reckon, will be way too wide. See, it's good to know that I've at least got that idea in mind. Yep, that's just not going to work. It's too wide. But let's fill it in anyway, just to get a feel for it. Just get a feel for that space. Yeah, that's miles too wide, I reckon. Yep. What I actually need is a way to measure this. Be offline, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Alright, so the screenshot's a slightly warped perspective, which makes judging distance hard, but I reckon... about here. I reckon that would probably be optimal. Let's have a quick look. Oh wow. Will that about do it? It's pretty wide. So it could almost be worth pulling that back by another square. In the middle. I reckon even another half a square, man. Like, I reckon another square is too much. Like this. What do you think, Blondie? How does that look? I reckon something like this. I reckon this is roughly the size I'm going for. Yeah? So this is the inner. So obviously if we put a stone block down, it would be cutting off a little bit of this here. Do you know what? With that in mind, if it's going to cut off a little bit, I reckon making this a full block would probably work out well. It looks weird now from a scale perspective, but with the walls down, with the stone walls in place, I reckon that would fit pretty well. Because anything less will look a little bit too small. Yeah, I reckon that's about it. Now, as for length, that one's also going to be super hard to judge. What will be easier again is if I just put down more of this. Alright, and I'm going to mark the outer edge too. Just along here. Now that we've at least established that, right? Oh, yep, outside the workbench. How much wood have I got left? None, as it turns out. Well, that was perfect. Alright. Here's what we'll do. Alright, it's telling me that the stone weighs a bit too much, so let's pop the stone away. Don't need that for now. There we go. Right, so let's pop another workbench down here just so that we've got more coverage. There we go. Probably gonna have to move that. There we go. Look at you, hanging out there by yourself. Come on, hop. Right. Now, yep, that's absolutely gonna cry if I try and do anything with that. So I'm actually gonna need that stone again if I want to level this all out. Get up there. However, for the purpose of putting down some floorboards, I think this will be more than enough. This will suffice. Alright, yep, they are going to struggle in the middle here. That was to be expected. Question is, how far can I push my luck here? That's orange already. That's going to break, I reckon. Nope. Okay, as long as I go from the outer edges, it's all good. Keep in mind that this could be the actual floor. I could use this as the floor. I don't need to rip this up and like rebuild or anything. The only thing that I'd really need to take out is probably these here, and replace them with actual stone blocks when I finally get hold of that technology, but otherwise, it's looking about on par. It may be a touch bigger, look a touch bigger now, but I think with the stone in place, it will look about right. Again, I'm just eyeballing all of this, so it's getting the scale right is really hard. For me, it's really hard. Because I am an idiot. This is how things happen. Oh, wow. I did not mean to put that there. Much better. There we go. Let's see if we can level some of this off. Again, this doesn't have to be perfect. Doesn't matter if it clips a little bit through. Not a drama. Just need a solid base to put all of this stuff. Okay. Let's go and repair our stuff. Yeah, that's not off-putting at all. Please don't jiggle me like that. I mean, I like being jiggled as much as the next guy, but not while I'm building, please. There are limits. I have a jiggle tolerance. Alright, that looks a hell of a lot better. I don't feel rested. That's okay. I don't need to feel rested to continue. Right, let's continue on. So really, these perimeters here, they don't need to exist. They will get ripped up as soon as is convenient. Now, in terms of how long this room should be, that is an excellent question. How much wood have I got left? 32. Let's head back here. I think, from a basic eyeball, I think that looks about right. I reckon. Now here's the thing. In order to ensure that I've got these rooms the correct dimensions, I will actually need to build out the other rooms too. This is all encompassed in the same building. So that will be the litmus test, I think. Whether I've got all of this dialed in properly. Let's put down the rest of the floorboards, though. Let's at least do that. What happens if I jump on this? Nothing? Okay. Just a warning. The orange is just a... Oh, hey, hey, hey. The orange is just a warning. Gotcha. Yep, I'm out. Thought I would be. Bit of sixth sense of these things after a while. One more. There we go. Alright, so that pretty much confirms that I don't need supports through the center of this room at all. At least it doesn't seem that way. I can certainly build out from here and the structure doesn't collapse by itself. Now, what happens when you put load on it is an entirely different question. I'm going to fix that because it's annoying me. God damn it. God damn it, game. You sass me, boy. Oh, I've used up all of that stone. That means that's going to be like 100 stack in my inventory. Let's lay down some more of this stuff so I've at least got some room for it. I appreciate that it's getting dark on your screens. I will rush this bit along. Alright, yeah, that's just going to spit the dummy because it doesn't have a roof or anything. Not required. Cool. Alright, well that's basically the floor print. Floor blueprint. Floor print, that'll do. Let's get out of here. Alright, need to remember to grab some more stone on the way through too. I'm a little bit heavy. Do I have... I think I've got excess stone in my stash here. Yep. Perfect. Oi, 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 oi. Don't make me yawn. Do I have more deer? I do, a little bit. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna take it with me. Gotta keep my energy up. It just occurs to me now that it's gonna require a lot of stone. If I'm gonna have to, like, level out the ground and stuff and elevate. That's just... What have you volunteered yourself for, Blondie? Again, you do this every time. You idiot. I don't know what I'm doing. Cool, cool, cool. Alright. Now, let's repair our gear first. Come on now, I'm right there. Can you die from the jiggle? I hope not. Okay. Alright, so in order to cater for the width of the stone, I'm going to pop this in here. This is going to simulate a stone block running along here, so I'm going to need to pop one of these down as well, just to mark it. It isn't quite perfect. As you can see, these joints kind of overlap at the very center of each item. Ay, ay, ay. Now, you know what? Let's fix up this as well. Yep, cool. Boy, it's probably too much, but... How far down can I push my luck, is the question. Well, we have more than enough now, so let's put down a crafting bench. Put you right here, friend. Build a little thing around it. That is not where I needed it to be. Hey, 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 stop that. Snap into the wrong thing. You. How? You know what, let's put it backwards. Now you like them apples. You don't, okay. How is it too exposed? Genuinely confused here. But it's not though. Game, why are you playing me like this? Doesn't look like it's clipping through anything. Oh, you do test me, game. Let's see what happens if I put these up. Still too exposed. How can it be too exposed? So this one works. Exactly the same formula. This one doesn't. Please explain. Someone drop into the comments. Please explain what the hell is happening here. That is dumb. I do not understand what's happening. It's like twisted slightly. It looks like it's aligned. This doesn't make any sense. Yeah, look, how do you like them apples? You serious? You freaking serious, game? That is a slappable offense. Let's see what happens if I remove one. Really? Really, though? Okay, I don't understand how that works, but sure. Why not? Now we can actually get on with what we were doing. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, cool. So that's looking nice and propped up there. Yep, they're all supported and grounded. Come on, up, 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 up. Okay, perfect. Alright, and the reason that's important is because... just look along the line here, and it's like waving a little bit. Yeah, it is. It's like... there's a slight curve to these floorboards by the look. They like curve up and around, and then maybe it's just an illusion, but it looks like they're curving to me. No, it is. They're definitely curving. They always been like that? I just noticed that. Yep, probably just me. I just noticed. Okay. Ah, man. I don't know. So, getting back to what I was saying before, this is going to simulate our stone. Okay, I need you to snap to... there we go. That's really handy. The snap to... alright, so it's really just along this line that I'm super concerned about. Oops. There we go. Just along this line here, because this will simulate where the stone slab is going to go. That is too high. That is way too high. Yep. That's better. Okay. Alright, so in order for this to work, I think I'm going to need another reference pick. So bear with me while I duck out. Alright, there are definitely some interesting things going on here. So, I'm going to have to eyeball the distance on this one. I reckon what I need is probably right here. Alright, let's see if I can make this happen. You know what, let's change the snapping. Alright, I kind of need this snapping in the middle here somewhere. I reckon. Unless it would be better snap down here. Let's have a look. It's got some interesting... it's like... look, I think it's snapping to these sections on the bottom. Yeah, but they don't quite align with... Huh, I've just noticed that this is 4 slabs long, and this one is... Oh no, hang on. I see. I see. I was reading that wrong. Never mind. Alright, so that's... I think it needs to be half a thing over. See if I can simulate that in some way. So, I mean, half a thing over would be about here, I think. How am I going to build this? The struggles. The struggles. Yeah, because that's... like that kind of thing, I think. Yeah, something like that. This is going to be tricky. This is going to be real tricky. Yeah, see, now that snaps to there, but I need it to snap to the edge of these floorboards here. It may end up that I kind of need to just run with what I've got here a little bit. I may have to compromise on some of the vision at least. I just feel like that would be better served like right up here. I mean, that does actually work. Just. There'll probably be a little bit of clipping when I have to connect the other bits, but... And of course it's around the wrong way. The grain, the wood grain is around the wrong way. Let's pop you, if I can. No, auto's not gonna do it. I think it would have to be something like that. Not quite perfect, but probably about as good as I'm gonna get, I reckon. Yeah, so we've got like a little passageway that extends in here. Oh man, this is going to be so much work. Just looking at all of the landmass that is left to fill in here, and like, holy crap, that is going to be a lot of stone. Damn. Damn, Blondie. Holy hell. Alright. Let's figure this stuff out. So, it comes in roughly about yay far. I think that's about right. It could probably go... Yeah, no, I think that's about right, actually. From there. And then we need a set of stairs. Like so. How does that look? I think that works. Height-wise... Height-wise, I think that's about right. It's probably going to be as good as I'm going to get, really. Up there. Yep, something like this. Alright, now if I'm clever about how I do this, I can minimize the amount of foundation work I have to do, like raising and lowering and all that sort of crap. Alright, first of all, let's get a floorboard out here. There we go. Okay. So, I mean, this is the line along here. This is technically... Let's pop a post down here. Yep, like that. And then we have technically a room that runs... boundary of a room that runs along here. Auto... Yep. Yep. Roughly like this. Perfect. And I think this room does something similar. So if I drop another beam here, and then I plaster that one, yep, right there. Then I've just got a half a one here. Yep. That's clipping over a bit. Oh, you know why? Because this is like 1 over, not 2 over. Alright, let's see if I can... scooch this over just a little more. Something like this. Better. Is that going to be too much in the corner there? It kind of sort of looks like it. There is an easy way around this problem. Alright, let's bust this. This is exactly what I was talking about when I mentioned the problem with scale and judging scale. Alright, so to be something like this. Yeah, that one extra plank which would snap it to this square piece here, it's too much. Like, just that one simple step over makes this section feel a little too closed in, I think. Nah, you know what? Let's bust this. Alright, so there'll be a thing there. Do you know what? We can replicate that. Let's have a look. Okay, that's going to be tricky to place. It's going to have to be... Definitely going to have to fill that out. I mean, I think I could remove some of the bottom braces here, and that would give me maybe a better fit in the corner. But if I pop that there, just for reference... Yeah, okay. Okay, I think that looks about right. Alright, I'm a lot happier with that. That looks better. There's only so many times I can apologize. This feels so damn boring for you people to watch. Yeah, okay. Honestly. Especially when you consider that you guys don't really know what I'm building. I haven't told you. Of course. It's supposed to be a surprise. I'd like it to be a surprise. I'd like to see if anyone guesses what it is. That would be interesting. Alright, so then these poles can go down here. I'm glad I got that little bit of scaling sorted out, because that was just gonna... That's one of those things that would keep me up at night. Bug the hell out of me. So if I pop this... So if I pop this like this, yeah, okay. That's a better fit. Then the line will run along there. Because then I can... Actually, I should snap it back to auto. Like this. Okay, I think that's about right. We are losing daylight, so it's time for us to go very shortly. Yep. Yep. As an edge for the room. Alright, so really this will be like a litmus test. This will be able to tell me whether I've got the dimensions right. And I don't think I have. I think this room's going to need to be a bit longer. Possibly even a bit wider. Once I've established that, if I need to go wider, I'll kind of embellish down here. Fill this out. Makes a lot of sense, I think. Alright, well... Let's put some extra floorboards down here so we've got a bit of a start. Oh, game. Oh, game. There we go. Alright. Let's get out of here. Thought I heard a crash then. I'm worried that there was a troll coming. Alright, how am I looking for carry weight? I think taking back more stone makes a lot of sense. Gonna need more. Yep, it's going to be a bit too much. Can't quite carry another full stack, but that's okay. I think I hear... Did I hear skeletons? I heard skeletons. Did forget I had a fire up there. Alright, let's get some rest. Cool. Let's go and repair all of our gear. Okay. Got disorientated there for a second. That's no good. Actually, you know what? It's probably the wood that needs to go. Please go away. Thank you. Alright, so obviously there would be stone blocks here as well. I'm not going to bother marking those out because they would be quite easy to figure out where they go. But what we will need to do is get a basic outline around this room. And I think this room will be a bit smaller. The footprint will be a bit smaller, but we are going to need to plan out how it's going to look. Now, in order to do that, I'm going to need to change pictures again, so you'll see a break in the footage. I'll be back shortly. Okay, got a couple of reference pics here, so we'll see how these shape out. Okay, so there are two rooms that come off either end here. There's a room that comes off here, and at the other end there'd be a room that comes off here. And they, I think dimension-wise, they are basically the same. But I'm going to need to figure out exactly just how wide they are. I think... let's zoom out a bit. Oh, I reckon I could probably go one more. One more over. Although I'm looking at this and the dimensions, they look about right. The rooms are fairly condensed. Or at least this one feels so because there are like other things in the room which kind of clutter it a bit. Actually, this might be about right. When I look at the scale. When I look at our little Viking man compared to the actual floor space. I reckon it could stand to be one wider. Just one more. That is already not holding up too well, so I think if I put that there... Huh. It actually held up. I am amazed. Shocked and amazed. That means that this room's going to have to be drastically longer. I reckon. Maybe not drastically, but it will need to be longer, I think. Of course, there's a fair chance I'm fudging the actual dimensions of these rooms. That is a distinct possibility. Put that there. I don't know, man. That feels too small. It looks roughly like it's about parity, but it feels too small, and I'm not sure which feeling I should go with. Dimensions. You know what? I reckon we are going to do it. We're going to go for something just slightly larger. Get up there. Yep, that's it. It's going to have to happen like this. Alright, now if we're going to get any more utility out of this, we're going to have to raise the ground here, so let's do that. Number 4. Here we go. There we go. That looks good. Doesn't have to be perfect, it just needs to be about right. Oh, it's going to be better if I do this from above, isn't it? That's not going to work. Like I am raising it, right? There we go. That's a bit too far. That's about right. See if I can flatten this. Keeping in mind that it's the perimeter that we actually need to elevate, nothing else. Alright. Now the next question is, how far out do I need to extend this? Okay. Man, these boards, they weather very quickly. Just looking at them now. I know they're exposed. It's all good. Don't worry. I am aware. Alright, so I think we just kind of hum along like this. Such a fine line there. I think it makes a lot of sense to get this perimeter done as well. Let's do that. Let's do the perimeter. There we go. Yeah, that's going to be impossible. Go. Perfect. That's not nearly a big enough room. We're going to have to go a bit bigger. I think this one is roughly the same width and height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4. 2 more. Oh, really? There we go. Alright, cool. So it'd be roughly something like this, I think. Is that about the right walk in? Yeah, you know what? I reckon these are actually longer than they are wider. That may be a bit too much. Let's put one of those there. I'm going to bust these up. Hey. You might hate the process, but this has to be done. Has to be done. Alright, so I walk in here. A little bit of room in the center. I think this is about right. The dimensions warp it a bit, but like, especially when you're up close over the shoulder, but I think this is about the right size. That looks a bit better. And we just need to worry about... Gonna need another workbench up here. Crafting. Let's put you here. Let's see if the game will sass me like it did before. And that's not quite even, but, you know, you get the idea. Station is too exposed. Well, shucks. Who could have seen that coming? Yeah, wacky. Okay, sure. I need food. Right. Having this plonked here is going to kind of make measuring the dimensions a little bit trickier, but I suppose in some ways it's kind of helpful. Alright, let's see if I can elongate this a little bit more. Alright, well any work I do is going to have to be along this line here, so we might as well get all this going. Just cause. And we are out of stone. Alright. Oh, wow. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yep, that's too far down. That's about better. I will need to level stuff off around here anyway, so I'm going to try and... Yep, try and get away with this. Go. That will be plenty. There is no reason that I should need to extend that far out. There we go. In fact, that might be a little bit too high. Might struggle to build through this, but we'll just have to see how it goes. Let's have a look. Yep, alright, we got that. Alright, so if I build out on this line... Will this be enough? I think in terms of length it could probably be a little bit longer. One, maybe even two longer. Because it is, these rooms are typically quite long. I reckon two more would be enough. Yeah, I can't get two stacks. Not if I'm holding the stone as well. Alright, so something like this. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I reckon that'll open the space out, it'll give it... Yeah, I reckon that's around about the right measure. At a very simple eyeball. Itchy. So then we just need to build across. Okay, that's red, so that's not going to tolerate any more building. There we go. Who says we can't achieve? There we go. Something like this, I think. Right. Let's drop down some more planks. Same sort of deal as the other room. Build out from the edges. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay. So that is the rough dimension there. Yep. I would say at a rough eyeball that is about right for the dimensions. And too bad if it isn't, because I like the way this looks. Let's run with it. Cool. Alright, and what's great about all of this is that we haven't needed to fill in all of that crap. It's just purely this. So if I... Oh, come on. There we go. Douche, douche, douche. Whoa! Stay on board. Stay on target. Well, I kind of had a feeling you all weren't kidding when you said you need more rocks. The Vikings love their fucking rocks. But even then, I couldn't appreciate just how many rocks were needed. It's not like I disbelieve you guys. But then again, you couldn't have known how much terraforming I'd need to do. Let's get another one. That's what we're here for. Alright. See if we can get this outline up real quick before we lose sunlight. There we go. Just needs to clip into the bottom. That's all. That's quite a lot. That's quite a lot. There we go. These should all be quite happy now. Alright, glad that I don't have to fill that in. Didn't need to fill all of that in either. That was probably a massive waste of stone, but it is what it is now, and it's too bad. Alright, so we've got this room here. Then I'll need to calculate the passage up and then back down. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the dimensions I've got here. I think this is going to work out the way I intended. If anything, this will need to be pushed maybe a little longer. Just a little bit, doesn't have to be heaps. Yeah, just eyeballing this now, I reckon it organically probably does need to be just a touch longer. But it's also going to need to cater to another room like this, basically identical in size over here. But in order to do that... Oh, well, we got a corner right here that I haven't filled in. Let's do that, shall we? There we go. Just to make it all complete. And because I hate leaving things unfinished. There we go. something like this. I can see through the gap there. Doesn't matter. I will need to close that out for aesthetic reasons, but I can do that later. It's not a drama. Cool. I'm pretty happy with all of this. I know it doesn't seem like a lot of progress, but just nailing the scale and getting a sense for how the rest of the building will shape up is a huge win. Huge win. Alright, because I've fast-forwarded some of these sections, I'll run for a little bit longer, because I don't actually know how long this recording will run for. You will see the end result, of course, but at the time of recording, I don't quite know how long everything will run for. It says an hour 30 on the recording software, but I know that I'm going to be condensing some of that, so I think we can do a little bit more work. There we go. Alright, let's get some sleep. Okay. Alright, now the next significant thing that needs to happen in these rooms, well, on this room in particular, I will build it out from where it currently is. Actually, that's the other thing I hadn't considered. There is something else at play here. And I think that ties into this section here, maybe. I'm going to have to play with this and see how it goes. It would suck if I needed to push this extension out a little bit. Not a huge amount, it's not a huge amount of work to do that. Not now that we've set up everything else, but... Alright, so for the sake of argument, there is... stairs. For the sake of argument, there are... I reckon it's 2 lots of stairs. I'm tempted to say 3. Yeah, you know what? That could actually be 3 lots of stairs. Oh, then again. It's more like 2.5. It's more like 2.5. Alright, well if I put that here, then there will be another thing up here. And I am out of wood. I didn't grab that wood. Okay. So then we come up here and there would be... Come on. Come on, auto-snapping. It's not quite snapping in the direction I need it to. Oh, can I make it? I can. Look at that. Alright, so then we would have like a landing up here. And the thing is, the landing would then come back this way and there would be 2 lots of stairs or slopes going up either way, either direction, up to a first floor. So I'm going to have to factor in the distance for that. This is why it's really hard to judge the scale, because I have to factor in the dimensions for all of these rooms, whether they feel right, and how they fit in relation to each other. If one room feels too small, then I've clearly screwed up somewhere. That room feels about right, but when I start building this area out here, it could inform me that, you know, maybe I got the dimensions for this room wrong. See, I look at this room now and it looks massive, but there's got to be stuff in here. It could even need to be a little bit longer. That's why I kind of need to build everything out from each other and then get a feel for how it all looks. This is why it's tricky. I think this is going to be the episode, though. I think I'll end it here. It makes pretty logical sense to do that. Doesn't feel like we've accomplished much, but we have accomplished a fair bit. This is the basis for the main component of the base, like the main building, or at least part of it. And we are well on the way. So the rest will be building this out, filling this in, and then getting the first floor footprint all established. Again, the floorboards are in place for a reason. They will be used as the actual floorboards. Not a problem. So the idea is to build everything up in wood, at least, so that we've got some sort of shelter here, and then at a later date we just replace everything with stone. I think that makes a ton of sense. That way we can still at least use the damn base while we're building it. Thinking out loud to myself. I don't like that. That needs to be changed. Up you go. Up yours. There we go. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope it wasn't too tedious for you. And if you're into the building and you were looking for ideas or, I don't know, inspiration about how exactly to approach all of this, hopefully it gave you something to work with. I'm not going to pretend. I'm not even, what, like a third through Valheim? Blind playthrough, so believe me when I say I don't know shit. I'm just winging this. Anyway, until the next episode, Vikings, Skull.